Great. So the org structure consists of all of these things. Okay, we will go with this like client, company code, plant, storage location, purchasing organization, and purchasing group. Okay, this is the hierarchy, or we can say the flow would be like this. Okay, some things are not there in this particular diagram, but I will explain you that. Okay. So first of all, the client, we will keep this client part aside for some time. Okay. We will understand because this is very specific to SAP. It is specific to SAP system. So what we are going to understand is how a particular company have the hierarchy, like org structure. Okay. So if we go in any of the company, so what we can have there is the basic thing is company. So what is company? So company would be or like Tata Group. Okay. Then under this, okay, and this would have a number of suppose 9 or 1000. Okay, 1000 is your company code. Right. So now 1000 means this number will be mentioned in SAP. Okay. Now under this company, you have multiple company codes. Like Tata is a group, I would say. So this group is mentioned as company. Then under that, there are different legal entities. Okay. So what are the legal entities? I would say Tata Motors, then Tata Power, then Tata Technologies. Okay. These are different legal entities under this particular company. So this is Tata Group. Then we have Tata Motors. Okay. Then we have Tata Technologies. Then we have Tata Power. Okay. So I would mention this as 1100, this as 1200, and this as 1300. Okay. So now these are company code. What I will do is I will mention this here. Okay. Now these are company code. So after company code, what we have is plant. Okay. So under this company codes like Tata Motors. So Tata Motors has multiple plants all over the country. Okay. So that all plants will be like it is a geographically they are geographically separate like geographically and they are at a different location. So what we will have is 1100 Suppose this is Pune. Okay. 1100 Suppose this is Gujarat and I will just move this a bit at right so that we can understand this. Okay. Then we have 1103, which is another location. Okay. So these three are plants. Now the actual manufacturing is happening at the plant level. Okay. And your balance sheets are your Tata Motors level. Okay. So whenever if you see the Tata Motors company which is listed on our stock exchange, okay. So that is under that Tata Motors, we have multiple plants. Okay, so they have all of these plants, and while they share their profits or revenues, what they are doing, they are considering all plants, all verticals in this plants. Vertical means Tata passenger vehicle, trucks, and other whatever divisions they have. So they consider all as Tata Motors. Okay. But for cars, they have a different plant, which would be 1101. Then trucks, they would have a different location and plant, which would be 1102. And same with different vertical, 1103. Okay. So they are considering this all under Tata Motors because Tata Motors is the legal entity. Okay. Which is registered. So this is your plant. Okay. So after plant, what you have is purchasing organization. Now, what is purchasing organization? So purchasing organization is, I would say, not department, but the overall organization for procuring for any of the plant or for the company. Okay, so it can be at any of the level. So why any of the level? Suppose Tata Motors is manufacturing cars, trucks, all of these things. So suppose they need trucks, they need steel. Okay, so what would be more beneficial, whether buying individually for one plant, each plant, or buying as a company or as a group at a company code level, so that suppose my requirement for this plant is suppose 1000 ton. Okay, now here my requirement is 4000 ton, and here my requirement is again suppose 3000 ton. Okay, so what, where they would get the benefit? Okay, buying individually at this levels. Okay, he will give a purchase order to a company who is providing steel for 1000 ton. He would be giving for 4000 ton, and this would be giving for 3000 ton. So what, how benefits they will get for the what the company would say, like you are procuring 1000 ton, so we will give this at a rate of suppose 50 rupees per kg. Okay. At the same time here, they would say, okay, you are procuring 4000. So we will give it at 48 rupees per kg. Okay. And here also somewhere around. So because of the size of order, because of the total quantity of order, obviously the rates will be negotiable. Okay. So buying here individually for plant is one option. Okay, then the second option is buying at a company level, company code level. Okay, so what will happen at company code level is the Tata Motors is giving a order. Okay, and the order would be for this 7-8 tons total. So now here, if here they are giving the order, okay, it would be 8 tons. So what will happen is the company, the vendor who is providing the material, the steel, obviously they will give a more discount for this quantity, 8 tons, okay, as one purchase order. So what Tata Motors will do for the like materials which can be bought, which all three plants are buying, okay, they will give a order from Tata Motors itself for 8 ton. So here the rate was suppose 50 rupees. Here they gave 58 rupees, and here they gave suppose 58 only. Okay. Now because of 8 ton, what they will do? They will they will give them a discount or a rate of 56 rupees per kg. So they are saving money, okay, at this level. Okay. But suppose, consider this, this is a car division, this is the truck division. Now what what is happening for cars? They are buying electronics, okay, the wires and the whole kit. Okay, so now, and for trucks also they are buying. Okay, now these both the things are steel is only one commodity, so they are buying 8 tons, like without having any differentiation between the 8 tons. Okay, but electronics it will be different. So in that case, what these plants will do is these plant will raise their own purchase order. They will give their own order to the electronics company. Okay, the provider. So these people, like this plant will give, suppose we need 50,000 kits. Okay, sorry, 50,000 kits per month, anything, and these will give, suppose their production is here and there, so they will give 30,000. Okay, but the overall electronic things are different. Truck will have different kits and cars will have different kits. So at this stage, what they will do, they will buy individually. Okay, so plant will give the order for this 50,000. This plant 1101, and for this 1102 will give 30,000 order. Okay. Now here obviously rates will be, there is no comparison between the rates now. Okay. Because it's an individual requirement. Okay. So here there is one more thing which I would add here. I'll just keep this aside because you must be understanding all things for these plants will be also same as what we are working on this. Now here what can happen is purchasing organization can be at plant level. Okay. So I will just remove this. Okay, I'll keep it here. Now purchasing org. So purchasing org can be here now. So if it is here in SAP, we'll keep the same number. Okay, 1103. And when it comes to Tata Motors level, so I'll just remove this as you are considering you have understood the. Okay. So here we will create 1100. Okay. So this is the way we will have our purchasing organizations. So there is an option. We can have only at plant level, okay, and we can have only at company code level, and we can have at both the levels, plant and company code. Now plant will buy for the as a centralized, okay, whichever commodity or things are to be bought in bulk for all three plants, we'll buy it here. And if it is to be done for individual plant, we'll buy at this level. Okay. So here now after this we have one more thing which is purchasing group. Okay. Now what is purchasing group? So I'll just remove this now. Okay. Now what is purchasing group? The purchasing group is purchasing group is like in Tata Motors car division. Okay, there are different cars. Now there is Nexon, there is Ultros, and there is Safari is whose car? Tata Safari, yeah, Safari. Okay. So now what will happen in the Tata Motors plant? There will be again three departments, purchasing department, one for Ultros, one for Nexon, and one for Safari. Okay. So in that case, they will have different purchasing group. The group for Safari, there will be one group. Okay. For Nexon, there will be one group. Nexon, Safari, Ultras. Okay. There will be three groups here. And the naming is with the for purchasing group, it is three characters. Okay. The description will be this, and there will be suppose 01, sorry, 01, then 02, then 03. Okay. So these will be the groups. Now the person or anything the requirement comes from the Nexon division will have 0001 as a purchasing group. So it will go to the people who are working for Nexon purchasing. Okay, anything related to Nexon. So the procurement department for Nexon will work on all of the purchase requisition which come under Nexon purchasing group. Okay. So this is one example. The second example is suppose there is a company, so they can also have uh, many companies have the names. Okay, okay, we'll not go to that, but okay, this is fine. So now in again when you come to truck division, there will be similar to like this. Either it will be the truck names or the type of trucks and the procurement department for that. Now here there will be multiple people working under Nexon division. There will be some 50 people they are working here. Okay. Now, apart from this, what they also do, the requirement would be like they will give a particular, I would say, electronics, then chassis, okay, then there will be glass, then plastic, okay. They can make the divisions or purchasing group like this also. So what they will do purchasing groups as this, okay, and then they will assign it to per person, okay. So they will not mention the person name here, okay, but this would have again similar to this. This is optional, either it will be the above one or the below one. It depends on how customer wants. So now there will be a person who will be handling the electronics for all Nexon, or there will be written like here. Uh, Okay, electronics Nexon or anything like this. So there will be a team or person handling all the electronics buying. Okay, then anything related to chassis, there will be again a team. There will be for glass, there will be a team. For plastic, there will be a team. Like this, there will be different teams or an individual who is handling that particular commodity or that particular item. Okay, like this purchasing group can be mentioned or can be created in the system. So basically, when a purchasing requisition is created, in that whichever the guy who is raising the purchase requisition, he will be suppose for the from the electronics department. So he will raise a purchasing requisition for electronics, and he will select 001 as the purchasing group, so that when the purchase requisition gets approved, it will go to the purchasing department, and now purchasing department will sort. They have the ownership. Okay, 0001 is these three people are working on that, so they will only search for 0001 and they will work on it like this. Okay, so yeah, and below this is storage location. Storage location, I would say not below these two. Okay, it is under the plant. Okay, so the plant has storage location. So storage location can be multiple. I think we have discussed yesterday, last session, raw material. Okay, so this will have RM. So it is 4 character. Suppose 1 1. Okay, and here it will be RM12. Okay, RM12. Like this. Here it will be RM13. Like this. So it can go on like this. RM is raw material. One is the second one. Okay, all are one only, no problem. 01 is also fine here. 01 is also fine because it is 1101 plant. This will be 02 plant like this, and this will be 03 plant. So now there can be multiple locations under this. RM01234, then spare part SP0123. Okay, like this. It can nomenclature can change, but it will have on all physical locations which are there in the company plant, that will be located or mentioned or under the storage location. Okay. So now, do you have or have any query on this particular thing? Please let me know. It is always there. It's a configuration actually. The description of you means you mean to say this electronics, right? Yeah, yeah. See, this is, yeah, yeah. Actually, this is a configuration we have to do. This is done at a level while implementation. So we take the requirement from them and then we do it. 0001 is electronics. So for lifetime, it will be electronics. So whenever after 10 years also you open the purchase requisition, it is electronics. Okay. Yeah. Anything, Raja? No, it will not happen that way, and it is not a master data. Okay. So these things usually do not change. Okay, and change that if company is taking the decision to change this, it is a wrong decision. Okay, because this gives you the reference in the coming future. Okay, so and this is a configuration part, it's not a master data. Now, when you create this, you assign this to a material master also. So if you are creating a spare part or a electronics material master, you assign the purchasing group in the material master. Okay. So if you change triple 001 electronics to something else, XYZ, so all the material master with electronics will be seen as XYZ. Okay, whatever different purchasing group. So this is a wrong practice. It can be changed. It can be changed not at an end user level, at a consulting level, like configuration level, but no one does this. And if they are doing, either they will have a very strong reason, okay, or it's a wrong practice. Yeah. Trans. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. You are right. You are right. But I would say like rather saying this master data will be incorrect, I would say, to purchasing group because we have already defined master data as material master, vendor master, okay, for understanding purpose. So I would say this to be termed as configuration. Is it okay? Mm. Yeah, it's a configuration. Okay. Once we are now going further, once we will start the transactions part, okay, there will be more clarity on this. I think somewhere, I think you know it, but maybe there is a communication difference between you and me right now. Okay, okay. Otherwise, when we go to the transaction like purchase requisition, you'll understand it for here. This, see, it is. No, no, no. You can have maximum four. Minimum you can have one. You can have one, but no one will do with one character because four characters or three characters, but four characters give you a better picture of what is it. Like it is a raw material. Okay. Now here it will be spare part also. Okay, so spare part, what you will do to understand what is the location, you will write SP in the beginning. Okay, 01. Now, many times it happens like raw material will go to more than 10 locations. So, what you will do when it comes to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and when you come to 10, you have to do like this. Okay, In case companies can do like this, they will keep this as simple 001. Okay, but this is very rare case. Someone will do like this 002, and maybe this as 003. Okay, so because you will not understand. Yes, you are right. You are right. Okay. Yeah. And standard practice for company code, purchasing organization, plant, this is the same. We keep it as the numbers. It's a standard practice. I would not say like not to follow this, but it is best practice. Everyone is following this, so we are following this. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. So, yeah, this is the enterprise structure. The flow is in the same way. First will be company. Under that, even when we are going to configure, we'll configure in the same way. We'll define the company, we'll define then the company code. Then we'll define under this company code, we'll define plant. Okay. Then we'll define purchasing organization. So now when we define purchasing organization, we will assign it to the plant. Okay, and we will also create a purchasing organization which will be assigned to the company code. Then we define the purchasing group. Now purchasing group are not assigned directly to the plant. Okay, so it is an individual thing, and uh, we mention all the purchasing group, and then it is used within the plants. Same for the this is, storage location are very specific to plant. Okay, so this is the flow of org structure, and except this, there is nothing in MM. Okay, now if you go to sales, you will have like we are having purchasing organization, sales will have sales organization. Okay, so SD, SAP SD has a different org structure. So under plant, they will have sales organization, then they will have division. Okay, so because they don't procure, they will not have purchasing org, no purchasing group. Okay, storage location is there for them also. But storage location they don't create. It is created all by MM guys. So and inventory is our part. So we create the location. So they will not mention the locations in their hierarchy for SD. Yes, it can be. DC is also a sort of storage location. Just what happens is many times the DC is a different entity or a different plant itself. Because see what you are doing in DC is physically a location from where you are distributing your material to your subdivisions, or I can say stores, suppose. Okay. So DC would be treated as a trading plant. You are getting a material from other companies or your own company from other country. You are buying it, you are taking it to that particular distribution channel, and then you are giving it to all other stores or different subdivisions. So I would not say it would be a storage location, but it would be a plant, trading plant. Okay. So, Abhijit, basically DC is a distribution channel. Okay. Right now, Raja, distribution center, distribution center. Okay. Which is a hub. Okay. So, a hub means suppose I will just give you an example of T-Mobile. Okay. So, T-Mobile have almost 10,000 stores in US. Okay. So T-Mobile is like this Apple stores. Okay, they will sell Apple products only. So T-Mobile is selling all of the products, but it has different stores. In one mall, there will be one store like this. They have 10,000 stores. Okay, so these 10,000, the supply to these 10,000 stores is done from a distribution center. Okay. So this center is buying the material, getting the material from Apple, Samsung, and other companies. They keep it at their place as per the demand and the projection of coming sales. They will send the material to each store. Okay. So this is a distribution center. So distribution center. Now I have given you an example of T-Mobile. In this case, the distribution center will be a different company itself. Okay, because it is a company which is giving the products to other stores, which stores are buying actually. Okay, and if they are not buying, if T-Mobile is having own distribution center and all stores are handled and owned by T-Mobile, then your distribution center will be a plant, trading plant. So it will send the material, it will receive the material from different OEMs, okay, and then it will send to their own stores, okay. So these all 10,000 stores and DC will come under one company code, okay. Anything, Raja? Yeah, it is related to finance. What is that? Purchase subgroup means purchasing group, you mean? You can have it, but it now you have to play with the description itself. Purchasing under purchasing group, you don't have any configuration. Okay, so under that, then you have to play with your descriptions. Okay, there is a material group concept, but that we don't treat it in the org structure. Okay, when we'll learn the material master, that time we will understand that. Okay. Okay. Then we have, shall we move to next thing? Both of you? Okay, great. So now we have procure purchasing life cycle. Okay, so what we are doing in purchasing, what is requisition, quotation, order, goods receipt, and invoice. Okay, all of these things. So basically in purchasing, what we are doing is there is a demand, okay, which is coming from any of the department. On that demand is your purchase requisition. Okay. On that demand, the purchaser is going into the market and looking for vendors. Okay. Suppose I want a laptop. Okay. So IT department has raised a purchase requisition for laptop. So now purchaser will search on Google or here and there for vendors like who can provide me the laptop. Okay. Then he will provide the mm, uh, like he will ask them for the quotations. That is source determination. So when we get suppose three quotations, then we'll check which is the best for us and we will select it. Okay. So that is supplier selection. Then we'll do purchase order processing. Once the supplier is selected, we can create a purchase order to it in that particular supplier. So all the terms and conditions, whatever there with respect to that, we'll create the purchase order. So once the purchase order is received and with the vendor, so now vendor will take his time, whatever he has promised, and then he will provide the material on that particular date. Now, order monitoring is just taking a calls or asking him how when are you giving and all of these things. So when he will provide us the material, okay, that time we will receive it in our plant. So that is goods receipt. Okay. Goods receipt is we receive it on our plant. After goods receipt, we have invoice verification. What is invoice? He has provided us an invoice and we are going to enter that invoice in our system. Okay. And whatever is the payment term between discussed and agreed between us, like once you provide us the material, we'll give you the payment after 30 days, 90 days, or 60 days, whatever is there. And as per that, we are making the payments to the vendor. Okay. So this is procure to pay. Now, in that, now we'll go with the individual like purchase requisition. Now, what is purchase requisition? So, actually, what purchase requis we when we create in the system. So, uh, when we are creating it, suppose there are two ways of doing it. Uh, One way is like manual purchase requisition. Suppose I have a requirement, okay. Suppose I'm working in production department and I want some material. So what I will do, I want some raw material, which is suppose I would say steel. So in case of steel, I will make a purchase requisition that we are short with the raw material and we need this raw material. After 10 days, we will be short and we need this raw material. Then I will raise the purchase requisition. Okay. So once this is one way I'm doing it manually. The second way is doing it happens with the material requirement planning, which is MRP. So what happens in MRP is it is more of a production side now. Okay. I will just explain you the concept so that you will be able to understand how the purchase requisition is determined. So this purchase requisition is automatically created by system. So how it is created? So there, suppose you are producing any material, okay, you are manufacturing something. There will be a bomb that to manufacture A, okay, finished good A, I need the quantity of X 1, Y 1 kg, Y half kg, and Z as 100 grams. Okay, this is a I would say recipe or bomb to create A material. Okay, so this is fixed. This is mentioned in your system. Okay, this is a master data from production side. It is mentioned, it is there, it is to be created manually in the system. So once this is created in the system, now system is knowing if I want to manufacture a 100 quantity, then how much of X, Y, and Z quantity is required. Now system is knowing this. Now when we plan, okay, for the coming month, so it is like we receive, there is again one more concept, make to order, make to stock. So make to order is what? I receive the order and on that I plan my manufacturing. Okay. Receive the order means customer gives me the order. Like next month I want 1,000 quantity. Then I plan for the next month like 1,000 quantity I have to manufacture. And the other is make to stock. Make to stock is you can take an example of Tata Motors. Okay. So it is not like you are going to the showroom and you are telling them I want one Tata Safari, and then they will take your requirement as an order, and then they will go and start manufacturing. This is not the way it works. They have already manufactured and they have kept in stock. Okay, safaris. They have 50,000 safaris. Okay, when you go to them, they will tell you, okay, no problem, we will give you, just we need to make the supply chain and give you the car. It will take 10 days, no problem. Okay, this is make to stock. They have already manufactured. They are not taking our requirement and manufacturing. But if you go to Rolls-Royce, okay, they will not keep manufacture and keep the cars. And whenever you go and they will give it to you. It is like your specifications. They will ask you what color you want, what seat color you want, what type of steering you want, what should be the covering to that. All specific requirements you will give for Rolls-Royce, and then they will start the manufacturing. Not maybe from the beginning. They have multiple things set up, like chassis is there, engine is there, all things are there. But on your requirement, on for you, they will do the rest of the manufacturing and they will provide you the car. So this is on order, make to order. Make to stock is which is already manufactured and kept. Okay, they for make to stock they will take the for like backdated data of 5 to 10 years, and they will see like which month how much requirement was there for last 10 years and how incremental it was for 10 years. On that basis they will do the manufacturing and keep it in stock. Okay, so this is make to order, make to stock. Now if you consider make to order, okay, in that case what will happen, customer will give me a requirement of 10 customers will give me a requirement of 1000, so total 10,000. So I will enter this requirement as a sales order in system. Okay, and on that basis, for this would be for coming month. On that basis, for on the first, second, or third of the month, I'll do MRP, material requirement planning. So this what it is doing, it will once the PP guys will do the material requirement planning. What system will do? System will calculate for 10,000 material. Okay, for 10,000 FG goods, how much X quantity, Y quantity, and Z quantity is required. Now it will also check into the system how much they have in stock and how much on order, like it is to be received. It will consider both the quantities. And suppose X is required 50 tons, okay, and you have 20 tons in stock and on order. So for 30 tons, it will raise a purchase requisition in system. So all the calculations are done in MRP, and then a purchase requisition is directly created in the system. Okay, by the system. So now this again it goes for approval and then for purchasing department. Then the purchasing department will start the procurement process. Okay. So this are two ways. Like one can be done manually and the second comes from MRP. Okay. So any query till here? Okay, Raja. Yeah, yeah, tell me. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. No, 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 I'm good. Why, what happened? Okay. Okay, okay, okay. I don't know. But no, I'm just going through the process. Maybe you think it is very fast? Mm, okay, okay. No, no, I'm not dull. Maybe, yeah. Okay. So make to stock, make to order, I gave you example. That was okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, okay. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. So, Abhijit, what is your suggestion? Okay, okay, okay. So, fine. Make to order, make to stock. I think that you understood, right? So, for real time means you don't want A, X, Y, Z. Okay, no problem. Maybe I thought it would be easy. Mm, okay. Example is mm, 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 that example would not go with this. Okay. Okay. There is a BOPP. Okay. But that would not, you will not understand that. Okay. No problem. So, I have all examples with bomb as one material, but see, one of the example is like Bajaj vehicles, right? The motorbikes. So in that, wherever the plastic is used, okay, for the windshield, then where we keep the batteries, on that also we have plastics, okay. That particular plastic is that particular part, okay. So this is actually this is done with the plastic molding machines, okay. These are very huge machines in which we have these plastic granules, okay, which is a byproduct of petroleum product. Okay, so when petrol is extracted and refined, while that refining, there are 13 substances which come out within that. Okay, and from that one is these plastic granules. Okay, so whatever plastic we are using all over the world, okay, other than the synthetic plastic, the plastic comes from petroleum refining. Okay, so these plastic granules are which comes in a bag, okay, of 50 kg or 100 kg. These we have to put in a particular, I would say, a drum or a container, and then this is supplied to the plastic molding machine. Okay. So to manufacture that parts for that Bajaj motorbike, these plastic granules are used. These plastic granules are of different grades. Okay. So suppose there are two plastic granules, P1 and P2. Okay. Consider P1, P2 as a material code. So P1 and P2, there is a ratio of using this. P1 is used 60%, okay, and 40% is your P2. So now to create the windshield of Bajaj vehicle, okay, Pulsar windshield, we need uh, 150 grams of P1 and 200 grams of P2. Okay, so this mixture will go inside the plastic molding machine and then our part will come out. So for this we have to the for the plastic part we need P1, P2. So this whole calculation we are giving or entering in the system, and that for this windshield pulsar windshield we need P1 as 150 gram, P2 as 200 gram. This is a master data, we enter it in the system. Okay, now P1 150 grams and P2 200 grams. Okay, this is required. This is a BOM. Okay, BOM is bill of material. So this is to create BOM for PL windshield 001. This is the material code. Okay, I'll just remove it from here and put it here. Okay. Now for this, if it disconnects, I'll send you a different link. Okay. Uh, when this happens, now this is a header and these two are child. Okay. To create this header material, we need these two childs. Now what happens is you receive a requirement or you have a requirement of 1,000 this windshields. So how much material you will need? You will need this, okay, and this. This is gram, okay, gram. So just to have more realistic, I'll 150 kg and why it is giving this much. It is correct, I think. Hmm. Now it is correct. Okay. So for 1,000, we need 150 kg and 200 kg. Okay. So now we have a stock of this is requirement. Now for this requirement, we have stock. Now on hand stock. We have this P1 we have 100 kgs and P2 we have 130 kgs. Okay. So now this is the requirement for next month. Okay. So when we will take a MRP run, okay, material requirement planning. So it is nothing, just we have to put this material and what it will do, it will check how much orders we have in hand and according to that, it will do calculations internally in the system. And what it will do, it will create multiple like one PR purchase requisition because the calculation is this is on hand stock. What it will do, it will check in the system that how much we have in hand and what is the requirement. So here it will do requirement minus on hand. Okay, same for this. And this will be your PR quantity. This PR will be raised automatically created by system for 50 kg of P1 and 70 kg of P2. Okay, this is automatically created PRs by MRP. Got it? Yep. So, will it be in your mind, or should I give one more example? Okay, okay, no problem. Yeah, it means always these kind of suggestions are welcome because your understanding is more important. If you want, I will give for same thing, I'll give two, three examples, no problem. Okay, 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 fine. So, okay, we are here till purchase requisition. From next session, we'll do the quotation and the remaining part. Okay. Yes. Yes, Monday, same time. Okay, I'll upload the video. Yeah, tell me. To what? Okay. Okay, I'll check with everyone. So you want it more late or early? Okay, okay. I'll check. I'll check. With okay, okay, okay. Okay, no problem. I will okay, okay. No problem. I'll check that. Okay, with everyone and let you know. Hmm? Okay, okay. No problem.